The latest developments on the battlefield are once again showing a level of escalation that cannot be ignored. In recent days, reports of increased Ukrainian drone strikes targeting Russian forces have appeared far more frequently than before. Circulating footage suggests these are no longer isolated or random attacks. Instead, they reflect a more organized operational pattern. Drones are now being used as a frontline tactical tool, striking positions considered strategically valuable. This shift signals a clear change in battlefield approach, where speed and precision are becoming the key factors in determining effectiveness. Looking closer, the pattern of these strikes reveals a consistent strategy. Drones are not only directed at large, high-profile targets, but also at smaller elements that play critical roles in sustaining military operations. Logistics vehicles, temporary defensive positions, and troop movement routes are repeatedly targeted. The pressure created is not purely physical, it also disrupts operational rhythm. When attacks occur repeatedly at unpredictable intervals, movement becomes restricted, and decisions must be made under significantly tighter time constraints. This evolution highlights how drones have moved beyond simple reconnaissance tools and become integrated strike systems. Many of the units reportedly used have been modified to carry specific payloads with high precision. In multiple recordings, operators can be seen guiding drones directly toward vulnerable points on a target. This creates a notable impact, particularly on equipment that lacks sufficient protection against small-scale aerial threats. This level of efficiency is one of the main reasons drone usage continues to expand. On the other side, Russian forces are not remaining passive in response to these developments. Efforts to strengthen defenses against drone threats have been observed across several sectors. Signal jamming systems and short-range protective measures are being deployed to reduce strike effectiveness. However, the primary challenge lies in volume and frequency. When drones approach in large numbers and from multiple directions, defensive systems are forced to operate continuously without pause. This creates sustained pressure, where even a small gap can be exploited. One of the factors making this situation more complex is the relatively low production cost of drones compared to conventional military systems. With limited resources, these units can be produced and deployed in significant numbers. This allows repeated strike patterns without placing excessive strain on logistics. In this context, warfare is no longer defined solely by large-scale firepower, but also by the ability to maintain consistent pressure over time. The impact of these strikes is not always immediately visible on a large scale, but it gradually affects operational stability. When supply routes are disrupted, distribution slows down. When defensive positions are repeatedly targeted, the sense of security diminishes. It is this cumulative effect that draws the attention of military analysts. They assess that small, continuous disruptions can eventually lead to significant shifts in battlefield dynamics. The impact of these strikes is not always immediately visible on a large scale, but it gradually affects operational stability. When supply routes are disrupted, distribution slows down. When defensive positions are repeatedly targeted, the sense of security diminishes. It is this cumulative effect that draws the attention of military analysts. They assess that small, continuous disruptions can eventually lead to significant shifts in battlefield dynamics. Beyond the technical aspects, there is also a psychological dimension that cannot be overlooked. The presence of drones, often difficult to detect visually, creates a constant sense of uncertainty. Every movement can potentially be observed, and every position may become a target. This forces troops to maintain a heightened level of alertness at all times. Over the long term, this kind of pressure can impact both effectiveness and focus in the field. Military observers believe this trend is likely to continue evolving. Drone technology is advancing rapidly in terms of range, stability, and navigation capabilities. Adaptation from both sides will be a decisive factor in the next phase. The side that can adjust its strategy faster may gain a tactical advantage. In situations like this, innovation often becomes the key differentiator. The situation on the battlefield remains highly dynamic, with new reports continuing to emerge over time. It is important to recognize that not all information can be independently verified, and each development should be viewed with a balanced perspective. What is clear, however, is that drones have become a central element in modern conflict, reshaping how operations are carried out across multiple sectors. For more updates and in-depth analysis, make sure to follow this channel, turn on notifications, and share this video so more people can stay informed with balanced and up-to-date insights.